What's up, boys? Road to Lamborghini, episode 52. Let's move this bomber clap chair back. Let's get into today's episode, okay? So, to start off with, we're getting back into consistency, okay? We're getting back in that bomber clap consistency. Every single day. Okay, every single day. Oh my gosh, why is the light turned off? Kind of annoying. Okay, how the heck? Oh, there we go. But yeah, video every single day from now on. So, let's keep this consistency going. But yeah, today I want to talk about momentum, energy, mindset, okay? Your mindset is everything. If you know for a fact that you're going to become rich and you're going to live the life that you want to live, you're not going to give up. Like, there's zero chance of you giving up. I speak to a lot of people and I speak to them and they kind of given up in their dreams. But it's like the only reason why they've given up in their dreams is because there was a part of their brain that didn't believe that it was possible. And they've convinced themselves that it wasn't possible. They've talked themselves out of it. They've sold themselves out of the fact that it's possible to achieve or live the life that they wanted to live, their dream life. You know? And it's the most stupid thing ever. Because it's like the only way you're ever going to get anywhere in life is by believing in yourself. If I believe that I can run a marathon in a good time, whatever a good time is, I don't know. Is it 3 hours? I think 3 hours is like extremely good. But I don't know, like, in a decent time, right? I'm not actually 100% sure on that. But yeah, I'd imagine so, right? So let's say 3 hours. I think 3 hours is a pretty good time. Let's say 3 hours, but I don't know. That might be like really good time or kind of medium. But let's say at a very good time, right? If I believe that I can do that, I will do it. Even if it takes me 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. I will do it, right? And obviously it's not going to take 10 years, but you get my point. Whereas if I don't even have that belief, then I'm always going to see it as something like, oh, well, that's not really possible. When I started making money online, or when I started looking to making money online, I believed that I could also do it. That's why I failed like 9 business models and I kept on going. I've even made a video about it, which is called like how I became financially free at 17 or whatever. And I remember it's like my most viewed video. And I remember I got like 40 hate comments. I'm not even joking. And it was like, I was in disbelief. I was like, thanks guys for boosting the algorithm, but you're all idiots, right? But anyway, back to the point, like, if I truly believe that I can achieve something, I will do it. You know, and something I spoke to a client about earlier on today, and I've been saying this a lot to clients, and I've been even saying this to myself a lot recently, is if it wasn't as hard as it is right now to achieve the life you want to live, then you wouldn't want it. So what I mean by that is a lot of people think, oh, I wish I could be rich now. I wish I could be rich now. You know, I've been working hard. I wish I could be rich. If you could click your finger right now and become rich, it would be boring. You wouldn't even want it because everyone would have it, because everyone would just click their fingers. The value is linked to the scarcity. The fact that it's difficult to become rich is why you want it. You know, and it's what gives you those the premium. But imagine everyone flew first class, then it wouldn't be cool to fly first class. If everyone took private jets, it wouldn't be cool to take private jets. If everyone had a Lamborghini or a supercar, it wouldn't be cool to have a Lamborghini or a supercar. You know, if everyone had the things which you want, then you wouldn't even desire them. So the fact that it's difficult is good because it makes like 90% of the competition go away. You know? So like, this is something really important that you got to understand is you can't complain about something you wouldn't change. So if I came up to you right now and I said, you can either keep on going on a trajectory you're going on and you'll get rich once you deserve it, once you build your business enough, once you work hard enough for a long enough period of time, or you can snap your fingers right now and you can get all those riches right now. If you snapped your fingers, you would be depressed within a month because you know you didn't deserve it. Whereas if you were to say, okay, no, I'm going to keep on going with the trajectory I'm going on, you'd still be excited. If I said right now, I heard this quote, right? It was, imagine you find out that you won a lottery, right? And you won it, not even a lottery, but you won $1 million, right? But the $1 million was only going to come to you in 6 months. You know, it was guaranteed, it was 100% going to come to you, 100% going to have $1 million, but it was only going to arrive in your bank in 6 months' time. For those 6 months, you would walk out that place so excited. And for the next 6 months, you'd still be so excited. So right now, why are you not excited? Do you not believe that you can become a millionaire in 6 months? Do you not believe that you can become a millionaire in 12 months? Even in 12 months, if someone said you can become a millionaire and retire your parents and look after your family and drive your dream car and live the life that you want in 12 months if you actually work hard, you would be excited. You would be so excited. You know, I heard a tweet actually, like maybe 3 or 4 months back. And it was one of my favorite tweets which I've ever read, which said, if I offered you 10 mil to work 10 hours a day, every single day for the next 6 months, would you take it? And so many people were saying yes, 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 yes. But the thing is, what would the 10 mil do for you? Okay, it would give you your dream life. But if you were working 10 hours a day every single day for the next 6 months, you would make enough money to live your dream life. Maybe you wouldn't make 10 mil. Maybe not. But you would still make enough money to live your dream life, or you'd at least be very close to it. So the fact that so many people would put in the comments like, yeah, 100% I'd take this deal, 100% I'd work hard every single day, 100% I'd work 10 hours a day, easy. Like I heard loads of people saying easy. But you're not working 10 hours a day right now. And that 10 hours a day that you'd be working right now, or that you could be working right now, within 3 months you could retire your parents. Like that's something beautiful about being a man is when you work hard, you don't just reward yourself, you reward the people around you. That's what brings you fulfillment. There's only so much fulfillment you can get from buying certain clothes or buying designer stuff or buying a car or buying a house or whatever. You know? Excuse me. There's only so much happiness that comes from it. I remember, I'll give you a story, right? I've got like this plan on a certain platform. I'm not going to go into it. But basically, I've got unlimited like lounge access in pretty much any airport, right? So I can go to basically any airport in the world. And because I take flights a lot, it's very valuable for me. And I can go to the lounge, right? At like no additional cost than what I pay for this thing, whatever. You know, it's like a plan thing, right? And I've been doing this, and I went to maybe 40 lounges last year, right? Because I took like 40 flights. So maybe 40 lounges or 35 lounges or whatever. And they were extremely fun, and I could have unlimited food, unlimited drinks. You know, I was hanging around with like rich people in the lounges. It was very peaceful compared to the normal airport, etc. But I found a lot of fulfillment in that. But then one time I took my sister to that because she was getting on the same. Because usually I fly a lot solo or with some friends or whatever. Because family, like obviously, you know, they got their own lives going on. We don't always go on the same flights. But this time we did, right? And I took my sister, my older sister, to the lounge with me. And the amount of joy on her face, it brought me so much more fulfillment than me just going to the lounge on my own. And that's what I've realized. And even giving money to my mum, it's so much more fulfilling than giving money to myself. It's so much more fulfilling than buying a cool watch or buying cool clothes for myself. You know, I've done that. Like, I feel like I've reached a certain stage now where I realize exactly what I want out of life. And I know it's like to look after my family, look after my friends, be a good dad in the future, you know, bring up the best family I can possibly bring up. And of course, you know, I'm going to have a black Lambo and all of those sort of things, but that's not going to be the main thing that's going to give me fulfillment. And I've realized that, and that's what drives me every single day. Because I know, like, I can fully retire my mom. That's one of my goals I want to do ASAP. Like, I already take care of her a bit, but I want to do it to a different level. You know? And that's what brings me fulfillment. Not just the watches, not just the traveling and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, sure, that brings some fulfillment, and it definitely gives you a lot of freedom, which makes you feel amazing about yourself. But truthfully, a lot of that stuff is done for selfish desires. You know, a lot of people who I see traveling to different countries, they're not doing it for themselves. They're doing it for Instagram stories. You know, and I found myself doing that for a little bit, for a very short period of time. And then I was like, let me snap back. Let me actually show glory to God. And let me be grateful for where I am rather than just going to these countries for Instagram stories. You know, and just to go there to sound cool or whatever. And since then, I found a lot more fulfillment. You know, so my point is in today's video, right, is... in today's Road to Lamborghini episode is, yeah, sure, I'm going to have a Lambo, all of those things, but the true fulfillment is going to come from look after people around me, look after people I love, you know? And I'm just so excited, boys, because I'm back in the momentum. I've been slacking a lot, I can't lie. I'll be completely honest with you guys. January was a decent month for business, but most of the money that I made in, or not most of the money, but a good amount of money that I made in January was already kind of made in the months before. It was only paid in January, if that makes sense. So like whether it was payment plans with clients or whether it was deals which were like taking ages to, you know, get done or whatever. Whereas I didn't actually do nowhere near as much as I wanted to in January, so I didn't start the month off as well as I wanted to. We're now on the 5th. We're now on the 5th of February, right, 2026. So very excited for this month. It's going to be a huge month. I can't wait. I can feel momentum rising. I can feel the routine and the schedule and the discipline growing. So I'm just very grateful to Jesus, very grateful to God, and I can't wait, boys. So we're going to be back in a consistency. That's pretty much all for today. But yeah, close some deals, guys. Make some money. Let's get after it. Let's crush it. And if you're overthinking, you're feeling a little bit down, because I was a couple of days ago or even yesterday, understand a lot of the time it's just because you haven't closed a deal, you haven't made some money in some time, or you haven't been praying enough, you haven't been close enough to Jesus, or maybe you haven't been going to the gym, you know, as consistently or whatever. And you might think it's deeper than that, but I'm telling you, if you go to the gym, I said this on my Telegram channel yesterday. By the way, if you want access to that, my Instagram's in the description. Go and follow it regardless, because you're going to get so much value there. But if you also message me like Telegram or my Instagram, or you just ask me for a Telegram channel, I'll give it to you. It's completely for free. I've got like over 1,000 voice notes for free inside there. But anyway, I was speaking my Telegram channel. I was talking about this. Like, bro, if you feel really unhappy and then you go to the gym and then you make some money and then you pray, or you do it in whatever order, bro, imagine you pray and then you go to the gym and then you close the deal. You're going to start feeling so much better about yourself. So don't overthink things. Let's get after it, boys. I'll speak to you tomorrow. God bless.